Continuing medical education provides opportunities for professional development for faculty and staff. An integral part of our process includes the learner reflection and evaluation as the result of engagement in the continuing education activity.
The tool we use for administering evaluations didn't allow us to ask the questions we needed and wanted answered.
The evaluations weren't focused on the learner and were cumbersome to create and to complete.
Our response rates weren't consistent with the number of participants in the activities.
We wanted a consistent framework for getting responses that could guide our ongoing activity planning and help us to assess our impact.
We needed information at 2 levels, one for the activity and one at the program level.
So we could determine the impact of the continuing education activity on the participant, because that's really the goal.
And evaluate our impact across all of our activities.
We needed to all use the same structure and minimize repetition.
We wanted a better process.
There were also new ACCME commendation criteria that we needed to meet.
So we sat down and mapped out the existing process.
We completed an A3 and a poster.
And came up with a better process.
Part of our solution was a new survey tool.
Luckily, the tool that we were using, CME Tracker, adopted a SurveyMonkey integration.
Now, with an easier process and a mobile-ready tool, the volume of people taking the evaluations has increased.
It's easier to give speakers and instructors feedback.
And to give course planning committees the data that they need and want.
We changed something that was viewed negatively into a positive, empowering asset.
Questions are standardized, which allows us to compare responses across programs and see how programs improve.
We're using the data from the evaluations to guide future program agendas.
And by continually improving the programs using data, we're ensuring the best possible learning experience for faculty and staff and meeting their professional needs,
which ultimately benefits the waiting patient.